You are now listening to the Life of Produk Podcast.
What up, man? It's the boy Product. You're now locked into the Life of Product Podcast. This is episode 38. Shouts out to North Carolina businesswoman Alex Dummett. She rocked out with me for episode 37. Episode 37 was great. We talked about a lot of shit. We talked about parenthood. We talked about startups. We talked about local politics, the whole nine. Shouts out to Alex. She drove over an hour to come here for the interview. And like I said on the show, the interview was well overdue. It was my fault. I was busy, but we got it. We rocked out. Thank you to her. And I actually had a lot of female viewers and listeners reach out to me personally, thanking me for putting another woman on the show. As you guys know, the first woman that was on my show was actually my first cousin, who's a businesswoman. She also does insurance. And her name is Audrina Russum. Look her up. Audrina, Audrena Russum, Russum. She can fix your credit. She can get your whole life insurance popping, the whole nine. So thank you to the women that reached out, thanking me for putting women on the show, trying to push women empowerment and things like that. The Life of Product Podcast up here, we keep it real. It's not about race. It's not about gender. We don't give a fuck about that shit. It's about realism, and it's about self-empowerment and making sure everybody has the steps to go to the next level. A lot of y'all reached out to me asking why it took so long to drop another episode. As you guys know, I dropped episode 37 a few weeks ago. I think early in this month or last month, something like that. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all on every level. I caught COVID. Yes, the shit fucking caught me. After a year and a half, after being in a pandemic, a little over a year and a half, I caught COVID. Yeah, and you know what? I kind of kept it low. I kind of kept it between, my immediate family and a couple people close to me in life. And it wasn't an embarrassing thing. Like, I wasn't embarrassed that I had it, but I didn't want people to worry about me. Before I dig deep into the show, I want to say rest in peace to the people that we lost from this pandemic. We on average, a lot of us have lost people that we've known, friends, co-workers, family, shit like that. And I don't believe in making things about me. You know what I'm saying? I believe in working through my problems, working through my shit on my own. Thank God that the people closest to me were there to help me and things like that. But I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, right? I didn't have it bad like other people. Thank God I didn't have it bad. My symptoms were mild and everything like that. The funny thing about it, right? Okay, bang, bang, bang. Let's fucking backtrack, rewind, select time. I'm your fucking DJ. You know what I mean? I know that was corny. Fuck it. Boom. It was a Friday afternoon, and I had to do like an hour drive to my crib. I'm on the phone with my brother. Me and my brother were talking about, we talking about random shit, right? I had the AC cranked all the way up in the whip. I was like, damn, I feel kind of hot. I feel kind of weird. Mind you, I didn't have a fever the whole time I had COVID. Like, my temperature never passed 98. It was between 97 and 98 every day. So boom, 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 bang. I'm on the phone with my brother. I'm like, damn, I feel kind of funny. I get to the crib. I do like a quick workout, take some medicine, whatever. I bought some medicine like the next day. I had a little bit of medicine in the crib. I knew something was wrong with me a couple days after that because I still felt the same a few days after that. And I very rarely get sick. I don't get sick like that. I'm just one of those people from doing cable outside, from working in the airline industry. My body is used to hot temperatures, cold temperatures. I worked in fucking -5-degree weather, still didn't get sick. This is how my body is built. So when I was feeling a little funny, I kind of knew some shit was wrong with me or whatnot. So, the second day of feeling funny, I honestly thought I had a head cold, because for me, that's what my COVID experience was. It just pretty much felt like a head cold. As you guys can actually hear, I'm actually testing negative now. I've tested myself ever since of having it for a few weeks, whatever, but my voice is still a little groggy. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of losing my voice. I had head congestion, and that was it. I didn't even have a fever. I felt warm like the first day, but I didn't have a fever, which was crazy. So the second day of me feeling a little funny, I went to the gym. I didn't know I had it yet. I thought I had like a head cold. I went to the gym, hit the treadmill 30 minutes, rocked out with some weights. The next day I did cardio for 30 minutes, hit the gym. Hit the weights or whatever. And I'm gonna keep it real. I think one of the reasons, but besides praying every day, because I'm a very God-fearing man. Like, even though I don't go to church, I pray 2-3 times a day. I'm one of those people, and I try to stand by what I pray for. I try to give God thanks every time I can. But between prayer and me being active in the gym and being juiced up on vitamins and minerals, I think that's what kept me from experiencing this shit bad like other people had it. Now, I'm not saying other people was just sitting around not taking care of themselves that caught it, that died. I am not saying that. But I honestly feel that from me doing all of these and taking these necessary steps the last year and a half and plus, that's what kept me from experiencing COVID like everybody else did. Thank God I did. Now, this is funny. I was telling my sister this shit. Me and my sister was on the phone the other day, and I was like, yo, I said, I've been on CMOS for the last year and a half consecutively, right? Mind you, I ran out of CMOS about 2 weeks before I started feeling COVID, right? And I was like, what's the chances that this shit caught me because I ran out of CMOS? Mind you, disclaimer, I am not saying CMOS is gonna fucking save you from COVID. So don't fucking sit here and come to me a month or two later. Oh, you said no, the fuck I didn't. You misinterpreted that shit wrong. But I just found it funny that when I ran out of CMOS, I caught COVID. That's all I'm fucking saying. That's it. But I thought it was crazy. But for the last year and a half, I've been juiced up on vitamin C. Now this is daily. Vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams, 1,000 milligrams of vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, CMOS, all that shit. And you know, I've taken the necessary steps to live a healthier lifestyle. A lot of you guys that follow me on social media see it. You see the weight loss, you see the fitness and things like that. I'm one of the lucky ones. I am one of the lucky ones. And I thank God daily. You know, I was already thanking God daily multiple times a day before this, during this, and after this. I thank God because I was not in a hospital hooked up to ventilators and tubes. Not to put my homeboy business out, but I got a really, really good friend of mine. We've been friends for over 10 years plus. And that's my dude. We at one point in life, we would speak daily. And I noticed I didn't hear from him for like almost a week. And I'm like, this shit is weird. It hit me like towards the end of the week, which was rare. Like I would always at least once a day hear from him, right? Bang, bang, bang. Hit him up, send him some funny shit online. You know what I'm saying? Send him some funny shit online. I thought it was funny. He hit me back like, yo, son, I'm in a hospital. I got COVID. I was like, oh shit. My heart dropped because that's one of my mans. I look at son like family. You know what I'm saying? He's a family man. He got kids and shit. You know, God forbid he didn't make it through this shit. You know what I'm saying? God forbid he didn't make it through it. And I believe he told me he lost like 70 pounds or whatever. He sent me a pic of him and his clothes, and this shit was like baggy as shit because he lost so much weight. And I remember, you know, us speaking daily during while he was in the hospital, and he telling me the things that the doctors was telling him. The doctors was telling him things like he's got to get up soon. He's got to be active. His body has to adapt back to breathing on his own. That's fucking scary. That is scary. The thought of that shit is scary. You understand what I'm saying? Me, I'm a very hard body dude. I'm a very strong dude. I am not Superman. I am not the toughest guy walking. I could not imagine me being in a hospital right now or during that shit on a fucking ventilator, having a doctor telling me you need to start breathing on your own. Nah. Would I have made it through that? I pray I would have. I thank God I didn't have to experience that. But would I made it through? I honestly don't know, because a lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't. I don't know the numbers. I know the numbers. I believe is in millions. Millions of people died worldwide. They didn't make it. They didn't fucking make it. So guess what the fuck we got to do? We got to get our shit together, and we got to figure some shit out to live on for them. Because if we don't, then they died for nothing. They died for fucking nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I got friends whose parents died from this shit. I got coworkers who died from this shit. Friends who died from this shit. This shit is fucking crazy. I got family that caught it and almost didn't fucking make it. You understand what I'm saying? So at a certain point, I don't give a fuck if it's a Democrat in office, a Republican. I don't give a fuck if you, what is it, left wing, right wing, red fucking blue. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Figure some shit out. Figure this fucking shit out. We have too many fucking doctors, too many between, look at the whole United Nations is like a fucking mafia table. We have too many fucking nations sitting at one table to not come up with some shit to effectively fight it. Because vaccinated people are still fucking catching it. They're still fucking dying. So I don't believe the vaccine is the full fucking answer. I honestly don't. It's the boy Product, Life of Product Podcast. We will be right back with the second half of episode 38. What up, man? It's the boy Product. We are now back with the Life of Product Podcast. This is episode 38. Yo, episode 38 is titled I Caught COVID. And yo, honestly, man, this is one of my biggest fears over the last year and a half plus was catching this shit. It was one of my biggest fucking fears. And like I was saying on the first half of the show, we have a vaccine that's it's not fully saving us. It's not. And I'm not down in the vaccine. Listen, I don't get caught up in a whole vaccinated versus unvaccinated beef that a lot of y'all, that shit is stupid. A lot of y'all motherfuckers is beefing about it. Yo, I saw some shit online earlier today that said this is the realest beef since the Bloods and the Crips. I thought that shit was funny as hell. Oh, that shit was funny. I needed that laugh because it's been a crazy past few weeks for me. But it takes years to make a vaccine. It does. Now, if the vaccine is working and it's lightening symptoms for people, thank God. That's what's up. If you want to get vaccinated, get vaccinated. I'm up in the air about it. I don't know if I'm going to get vaccinated. I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm not saying that. But the crazy shit is I personally know people who had side effects from the vaccine. I don't want to be one of these motherfuckers years from now. Oh, did you take the COVID-19 vaccine? You might be entitled to compensation. What the fuck? Y'all ever watch those commercials and shit that come on late at night and the fucking dude, when it gets to the side effects, he'll be like, but you'll hear certain shit that stands out. He'll be like, temporary blindness, rectal bleeding. I don't want to bleed out my fucking ass from taking a vaccine. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I've actually been doing a lot more research on the vaccine, and I was reading how one of them they could cause like heart diseases and shit like that. Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? I watched videos of people getting the vaccine and metal is sticking to their arm, like their fucking arms and magnets now. A lady on YouTube got the vaccine and put a fucking key to her arm, and the key just sat on her fucking arm. Isn't that scary to y'all? It's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of thing. And that's where the fuck we at right now. It's like, I'm going to either jump off the mountain or I'm going to sit here and wait and see if the wind blow me. What the fuck? I got a problem with that. I got a huge fucking problem with that. So shouts out to the vaccinated people. Shouts out to the unvaccinated people. I love all of y'all, and I wish I no matter what, I pray and I wish that we all get through this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was reading some stuff not too long ago, and it was talking about how it was like testimonies from people that had COVID, talking about the long-term effects it left on them, things of that nature, and a lot of them said the same thing. A lot of them talked about how it took a toll on them mentally and emotionally. You know what I'm saying? I think I saw some shit recently where it said Nas came out and said how he had COVID in October last year, I believe it was. And the toll it took on, it didn't say this verbatim, but I guess it took a toll on him emotionally and mentally. I don't see how it didn't. Like, I can't imagine if he had it bad, worse than me. I can't imagine what that man was going through. I can't imagine what y'all been going through. Well, shit, I personally know some of y'all. I know people that had COVID, and I would family and friends, and I was on the phone with them while they had it, talking to them, just trying to console them and shit, because this is how real it is. This shit is real. I know for me, sitting in the house for a good 2 weeks, I had a lot of time to think. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of thinking. I got a lot of things done. I'm actually working on my second book, which is a novel. So I got a lot of that written. Thank God. I got a lot of that written. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit y'all with that shit soon. Just now, buddy. Bang, bang. But I did a lot of thinking. Funny shit, I was in the crib working out too. I did a lot of working out in the crib. I was using a retention band, push-ups, fucking sit-ups, crunches, doing dips, things like that to keep myself active, just to keep my lungs open. And like I said, I didn't have it bad like other people, but I had this fear of not waking up the next day or having worse symptoms than I already had because I don't think I could have emotionally handled me waking up the next day, struggling to breathe, calling 911. I don't think I could have been able to handle that. You know what I'm saying? My kids need me. My family need me. My friends need me. I got people that need me. Y'all need me. Y'all need my fucking show every week. You know what I'm saying? I need to be here. A lot of people was meant to be here and they're not, and this fucking pandemic shorted them and cheated them. You understand what I'm saying? So I had a lot of time to think. I was doing a lot of thinking about life. I was doing a lot of thinking about business, about things that I want to do once this pandemic is over, or if I can still do it during this pandemic. I just needed to get over that hump and things like that. So there was days, honestly, there was days I was waking up early, couldn't sleep. There was days I was sleeping late. I would say out of the 2 weeks I was home with COVID, I would say about 2 days I felt kind of fatigued. And it wasn't at the beginning. It was like in the middle of it, which I thought was weird. Like the first time I woke up and I felt fatigued, like in the middle of it, I was like, oh shit, I feel kind of weak today. You know what I'm saying? Which is weird. Then the next day I felt fine. A couple of days later, I felt weak. Then I felt fine after that. I don't know fully where this shit came from. I don't know if this shit is man-made. I know coronavirus was something that was already there. I personally feel like somebody juiced the shit up and put it out, and it should just spread like wildfire. But I know this shit is evil. This shit is evil. It's fucking evil. Very evil. If you look at early 2020, before quote unquote coronavirus was a thing and COVID-19 was the word that the media was pushing, or whatnot, because nobody says coronavirus no more. If you look at early 2020, a lot of people had pneumonia. You know what I'm saying? One of my mans, he had pneumonia bad. And me and him would speak daily as well. And I didn't talk to son for like 10 days. And he called me and said how he blacked out. He was having chest pains. He blacked out, had to get airlifted to a hospital. You understand what I'm saying? His wife called 911. Doctors told him he had pneumonia. My oldest son had pneumonia early last year. You understand what I'm saying? So the first day or two he had it, I bought him a bunch of over-the-counter shit. I didn't know it was pneumonia. I thought he was just sick. After I saw that he wasn't getting better and I saw how bad it was, I took him to urgent care. And the doctor came out, looked me in my eye and said, your son has pneumonia. She gave him 2 needles, a breathing treatment, and antibiotics. He was literally better 3 days later. So there's a lot of recounts of different things from my personal experiences and from other people I've spoke to that recount back to early last year before, quote unquote, it was, we quote unquote had a pandemic, giving me their testimonies and talking about how they were sick and it was being called this, it was being called that. So at a certain point, we got to question all of this shit. We have to question all of this shit, but we have to get through it. You understand what I'm saying? When we can question it all day, I don't think we're gonna get the answers we want. Only the higher ups know what the fuck is popping. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind you. I don't think that there's some whole quote unquote big government conspiracy. I don't think that. I think somebody fucked up and fucked the whole world up. That's what I think, because idiots do idiotic shit. That's me personally. That's me personally. You know, they was talking about it was coming from bats. Boom, boom, boom. Not to piss nobody off, but if you notice, 6 to 12 months before coronavirus, we all saw the fucking social media videos, especially on Facebook, of people eating bats, people eating this, people eating that. There was a fucking movie on Netflix in China in 2019 that was talking about a coronavirus and people was in a hospital and shit dying. Yo, I'm just fucking saying. I'm just saying. But all in all, I pray for all of y'all. Thank God I'm here. I'm well. I'm functioning normal. I would say almost normal. I would say I'm about 85% great now. You know what I'm saying? Back to being normal. You know, I still feel a little congested, but thank God I'm testing negative now. And I was still quarantining, and I'm still going to quarantine for the next week or so to just try to stay away from people. Because honestly, one of my biggest fears, besides not waking up or waking up with worse symptoms, is and was giving this shit to somebody else. I don't want to give this shit to somebody else. For what? What is that going to do for me? You know what I'm saying? I would feel fucked up if I passed this shit to somebody else. I would, because I caught this shit from somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad about that shit. So why would I want to give it to somebody else? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I wanted to give y'all my testimony on it. Like I said, I try to keep it on the low as long as I could. I wanted to make sure I was good first before I talked about it. I didn't want to sound like I was bragging, like, oh yeah, my symptoms is way better than yours. I'm good. No, there's a lot of people that ain't make it. There's people that tomorrow that is not gonna fucking wake up because they have this COVID shit. Yeah, there are men, women, and fucking children. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't really feel like it was something to brag about. Yeah, my symptoms is good. Nah, yeah, okay, I'm happy about that. But what about the other people out there that ain't got that luxury? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the boy Product, Life of Product Podcast, episode 38. I'm out, baby. Talk to me.